I'm not sure why it won't let me undo my camera. This is crazy. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, now I got it. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. So it is quite the day now. We are going to be going over futures today. I am going to not go over the beginning aspects of it because that is all taught inside of the quiet money method, and that is all taught inside of the Firestorm indicators as well for futures. So if you need like futures training for beginners, then of course head over to the quiet money method and the Firestorm indicators to get started there. We're going to go from here on basically top-down analysis, what I look for when I'm getting ready to trade and exactly what I do. So I'm going to come over here to minimize this. And is everyone ready? Good morning. Good morning. Are we all ready? Market's about to open in 3 minutes. So let's see how fast we could do this little top-down analysis and get it done. So with that being said, we're going to make sure we're on regular candles. I'm going to turn off this indicator. This is my Firestorm indicators. It sends signals to my phone. However, I will leave on momentum. So we will trade without indicators today other than momentum is here, and it's a very, very good indicator to just have. That is inside the Firestorm indicators. If you're wondering, you don't need it, but you can just use it whenever I'm on my live stream if you want. With that, we're going to go up to the daily chart, and we're going to take this little sidebar and scroll it so we get the charts to be smaller. Look at this. We have no wick left on the other side of this daily candle. So I have some already awesome odds of potentially seeing a move to the downside. So I am looking at this area specifically. So I'm going to hit this little rectangle over here, and I am going to create a rectangle box right here. And then I'm creating a rectangle box at the top and bottom of the day. So that tells me my daily high. Oh my daily high and my daily low. So if you know me, and when I used to live stream all the time, we would mark out our daily high. Can we actually get this correct today? Thank you. I know it's a little one, but it must want me to make it bigger. Okay. Daily high, daily low. Make this a little bit smaller. And that is what I'm looking at today. I'm looking for tapping into one of these areas and also break out to the upside or the downside. I am going to tap this next high just as a kind of bullet point of if we do break out above, we will break out most likely to this area. But with that, we're going to move on down to the 5-minute chart. And I personally cannot give you signals, ladies and gentlemen. Personally cannot do it. Legally not possible. But you can watch what I do. So when I put something up on the screen, like a short, what I do is it would look like this. And this would be where my stop loss is. This would be where my entry is. And this is where my take profit is. So entry point. This is a great trade, by the way. Great trade. The reason why it's a great trade is break of structure right here. We had a break of structure, push on down, probably tap into that low. 9:30 open. Do I suggest getting in on 9:30 open? I do not. 9:30 open can be super, super risky. So if you are in this trade and you decide to take it, when I said, of course, just pull the break even. Doesn't matter if it comes back and hits it. You do not want to be involved in 9:30 open. So what I am looking for is a break to the downside to tap into this low. So my thought process is here. Once this gets done playing around, I would want to see a tap back down into this area from 6 p.m. open. So what I am looking for here is this little action right there. Now, like I said, I can't show you when I get in, but I can show you what I'm doing. Like what my trade setup is, like I usually do. What are we trading? NASDAQ. Micro NQs. Okay, I took this for a short. I'm in personally. Stops, pulled the break even. Here we go. I'm trailing my stop. My trailing stop is right here right now. So are we going to hit full take profit? That'd be beautiful. Moving my trailing stop down, just letting you know where I trail it to. If it stops me out, I'm not re-entering. I take what I can get and I leave. So, sorry, I'm trading over here. So if you see me turning off to the other side, it's because I am managing my trade. This is a beautiful clean break today. I am currently trading my 13 Apex accounts. So if you're wondering when I'm trading, I have 13 Apex accounts and I'm currently working on those. So okay, I'm moving down a little bit more. I just want to secure. So that's how much profit I've secured. If you're wondering where my stop loss is, that's where I trailed it to, which you know how I always say we trail into profit. And full take profit hit. All right. All right, now I'm done trading for the day. So what do you want to talk about? I'm literally up $1,100 across 13 accounts. So that is basically what I do in a nutshell. I was targeting the lows of the day because we always tap back into those lows. And this is the point where you get up and leave. We are done trading here in 3 minutes of market open. Now, is every single day like this? No, but there is a lot of days that are like this. And I just find it really awesome that this played out so beautiful. So this was a beautiful morning. Not every single morning is perfect, but there is definitely tons of mornings, and you'll see me posting more about my live streams and how I trade. And I literally pull moves like this over and over again, break of structure, breakouts, tapping into the high and low of the day and taking my money and running. I am not staying. I was low risk in and out. So that is the goal here. Low risk in and out. Welcome in. So did anybody catch that? Or is everyone just new to here watching it? As you can see, momentum down here is like, hi, hello. We are 100% strong sell. This is 27 or 32 of the most popular day trading strategies out there. And it will give you a strong buy or strong sell indicator. And then if you're wondering what Firestorm FX 3.0 is, Firestorm FX 3.0 is an indicator that it can send signals to your phone, as you can see right here. Sadly, this one hit stop loss, but had the same logic as me. As you can see, its entry was a little bit earlier and had the same logic, but just the market got pretty manipulated for that period of time because of New York session. And it still ended up coming back down into those areas. So it just kind of sucks it hit stop, but I would have taken a re-entry on the other side if I knew that was there. I actually did not. I didn't really realize that was there, but that's beside the point. Anyway, as you can see, the QMM strategy is in the works right now. It's being calibrated. Oh, you can set up your futures. I do futures in the morning, binary options at night. That's my role here. Futures in the morning, binary options at night. Thank you so much. Thank you. But this is our first little live stream. Can everyone see everything clearly? You have to go onto your computers to watch this. I was trying to get it as clear as I can and as visual as I can. Welcome in. If you have the indicators, can you follow? Yeah, if you have the indicators, you can follow along. You could do that. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? I'm going to play some music. Is my audio good? I know my mic is not working right now, so is my audio good? You're so excited to be a part of this community. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you love it. I just got an apology from a hater last night. Fake account, they reached out to me. They're like, yeah, I'm sorry for bashing you. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Like, please tell me who you are. I think it's because everyone thought I was afraid to live stream. When I'm not afraid to live stream, I just didn't feel like live streaming. How did I get into day trading? I have been doing day trading for about 9 years. I originally was doing the 9 to 5 gig that everybody else does. So what I did was I was working at Chick-fil-A, I was working at Carrabba's, and I was working at a place called Europa. And those 3 places, I worked all in one day, and I was actually really struggling. I was living in hotel rooms on occasion when I got some money, and then I would move back into my truck. And I lived mostly in my truck with my husband. My husband worked as well. And we heard about day trading while I was working at Chick-fil-A. Some guy mentioned it, he said that, hey, like, I'm doing this day trading thing, and he felt like so cool about it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, can I learn? And he's like, no, you cannot learn. And I'm like, okay, so good. Like, why can't I learn? And he's like, it's not for girls. Like, it's not for women. It's for men. And I'm like, okay. So this was 9 years ago. I was like, I'm going to go figure it out on my own. I ended up Googling forever. There was no real systems on it. So I ended up using, page 27 of Google, I jokingly say, because page 27 of Google is when I found a video that was able to help me tremendously. And then I found multiple videos that helped me. And I ended up formulating my own strategy from learning certain candlestick patterns. And YouTube wasn't really a thing 9 years ago. And YouTube, all these courses, they were not here. So I was like rock bottom trying to figure it out on my own. And that is what happened. We call them finance bros now. Exactly. So that's how I started getting into day trading. I went from rock bottom from absolutely nothing. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. You missed a signal. Well, not really a signal. I can't say signal. You missed my trade. So you can, of course, get in on my trades if you want to at your own risk. I can't actually tell you what to do, but I can show you what I do, if you get what I mean. Are those indicators only for certain accounts like futures you just traded? Oh, no, those indicators are used for, if you got the Firestorm indicators, they are for futures, they're for binary options, they're for Forex, they're for crypto. They're actually the only indicators on the market. Hold on, I'll show you. The only indicators on the market that actually have an accuracy meter at the top. If you look at any other indicators that you see out there, they do not have accuracy meters. We have an accuracy meter of an 84% of hitting take profit 1, which would be this little area right here, and then a 75% of hitting take profit 2. And you could also use them on Heikin-Ashi candles as well, and the accuracy meter will adjust. And if you change it to multiple charts, you will be able to see that the accuracy meter will change on each and every chart too. So as you can see right here on the 1 minute chart, we did get a sell signal earlier than my initial entry of today. And that was an 80% accuracy of hitting take profit 1. That would have been a perfect little scalp. Right here, we got a buy earlier. That was a perfect little scalp as well. They both hit take profit 1 and 2. So that's not always the case 100% of the time. Like I said, 75%, 80% of the time. But I figured by now somebody would catch on and put an accuracy meter on their indicators, but I've yet to find anybody that has. And it's been 4 years. So the indicators for manual trading, not the bot. No, the bot would be automated. That's automated trading. Manual trading is indicators, or not even indicators, just typical price action. What I was looking at today, you didn't need any indicators. It was pure price action. It was break of structure on the 5-minute chart. So if you don't know what break of structure is, I'm going to go back and show you. You're welcome. Warm greetings from South Africa. Oh my goodness. You are far away. So right here, break of structure. We had this low here. And what did we do? We broke. These are like little support and resistance zones, if you really think about it. Right here, this is like a zone. It tapped into this quite a few times, actually. A zone here, your resistance and your support zones. This broke through a support zone and head back into the low. And you want to know why I knew it was going to go down here? Because I told you on the daily that we were going to make a wick on the other side. That's literally the giant version of the 5-minute candle hack. We made a wick on one side all night last night, and we didn't leave a wick on the other side of that daily. So we flipped around and went back the other way. It's literally the 5-minute candle hack, just on a much larger scale for the daily. And we usually tap into daily highs or lows anyway. So that was another indicator for me for just price action. Had a break of structure, had a nice entry, and went from there. There's no stupid questions here. That's exactly right. No stupid questions here. So if you come over to my LINK on my page, you will see right here is the quiet money method, and right here is the indicators. Good morning. Good morning. You missed the beautiful trade I took today. So we have the Firestorm indicators right here. The Firestorm indicators, as you can see, I've had these for a long time. They have a video going over what they are. I even have another video here going over what they're all about and how you can see them live. And I have another one here of me actually trading binary options with them. So you could scroll down here. You can read my client testimonials on them. And basically, they are just signals that could be sent to your phone directly. Do you need them? You don't need them, but they are nice to have. The quiet money method will have its own indicator this week. It won't have as many indicators as the Firestorm indicators have, because the Firestorm indicators has like an entire system. But with the quiet money method, if you're a beginner, they would be very beginner friendly for you to come into the quiet money method, learn automated trading tools, learn about an indicator, because you're going to be getting an indicator in here as well in the quiet money method. And you're also going to learn how to trade as a complete beginner from my perspective. So you're going to get your own AI assistant. So if you're a beginner coming into this, jumping into the Firestorm indicators will be a little more complicated for you versus jumping into the quiet money method first. Understanding the quiet money method, learning how to leverage trading yourself as a complete beginner, and come in with zero knowledge to this. And then you would go to the bottom and you would see Klarna and Afterpay, zero down, $45 a month. Or you could just pay the one-time fee of $4.97. There's no subscriptions with it. You can get payment plans, but no subscriptions. And then with that being said, you get access to the entire community. So we have clients that ask questions. So when they're having troubles and going through things, they ask it inside the community. We answer them for them. We show them what they were troubleshooting on. We basically created it as a little forum to help them and guide them through the whole process. Maybe they missed something. Maybe they skipped a step. So that's what happened there. We were going over the whole process of how she was taking care of her account. And then we have the step-by-step modules. Like when I tell you step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And when you go into each module, you don't have to like immediately switch. You will literally get step-by-step explanations. You'll see my live trade examples. You'll see how to open up an account, how to deposit and withdraw. You'll learn all of that. You'll also see over here beginner terminology, going over all the terms and everything. So everything you would typically ask me as a complete beginner, we did literally pour it into the quiet money method. So if you're a beginner here, that's where you would want to get started with. We had 2 people get started this morning before I even did my live stream, because they wanted to make sure that they join something to understand my future live streams. So whenever I am taking my trades, they know exactly what I'm doing. So what I would say, start with QMM and then move to the Firestorm indicators after you have some beginner terminology and some bearings in with the entire process. You're confused with what? Actually, as a, what is it called? There is the Firestorm indicators. QMM, the indicators are, I don't know what just happened there. I don't know why it switched me. But what I was saying was inside the Firestorm indicators, you are just getting indicators. Inside of QMM, you're going to be getting one indicator and your automated trading tools and learning how to trade as a beginner. So everything's going to be everything you need in QMM first before you ever move on to like additional things that you want to add to your trading strategy. I am going to be teaching my little top-down analysis inside of QMM. So this is actually going to be a live stream that is inside of QMM because it was such a beautiful example today. So I'm going to be reposting this in there so everybody can rewatch what I did. And I'm going to crop it, obviously, because I'm just going to crop it down to when I got done my actual trade. You have yet to learn futures? It's okay. If you want to learn futures, you can always come over here inside the Quiet Money Method and come here. And as you can see, I do have other live streams. So remember how I always said that I was live streaming before this? I used to live stream for about Cindy, was it like 4 months? 4 months I was live streaming for. And this is where you can get access to the Firestorm indicators inside Quiet Money Method if you want to get started with that. Or if you just want to watch exactly what I do, you can watch 2 live streams that really explain everything thoroughly for you. And then we also have like, what is a prop firm? Top Step futures trading. Yeah, so about 4 months I did it. So I teach you how to use Top Step, how to trail your stop loss, like what I was talking about, activating your demo account on Top Step. So when you're starting out with futures, you're not going to be starting out with thousands of dollars. There's one account that you're going to be able to get started with, and that is literally either $49 or $89. And that's it. They give you a funded account. So I explain that all in here on what funded accounts are, what is a prop firm, how they work, and they do pay you out like every 5 days. You just have to follow their rules. They do have an AI assistant and a customer support chat that can help you as well. So, and then there's kind of like an overview of the Firestorm indicators if you were interested. Like I said, you don't need it. Just learn price action. You can move into it when you're ready. No one gives me the money. You trade yourself, beautiful. I don't want your money like that. You learn the skill yourself, just like how I do it, and you trade yourself. So that was a nice trade. If you're wondering what this box is, this was my entry point, and this is my stop or my take profit. My stop loss was here, but I pulled it to break even, so it's kind of missing. But you'll see in the replay video that it was up here. Oh, the broker will. The broker gives you the funding, and you don't get the money tangibly. You get it locked into an account. You cannot withdraw that 100 grand or that 50 grand. They're giving you leverage, it's called. It's like a margin account, kind of, but different. Where do you buy the indicators? I'm in QMM, and I can't find where to purchase the Firestorm indicators. Well, you can tap on my profile picture if you want to and get started there. And you can come right over here and click on the Firestorm indicators. Hold on. Let me switch around my camera setup because I noticed that it blocked my view of being able to show you. Hold on. There you go. Right above this video, here in that corner, you'll be able to see the Firestorm indicators with an accuracy meter. Is tap the link and get started there. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the roses. I can't see the roses as well anymore, but we had a good day. I did about 13,000 on that trade today. So a little bit of recap for the people that are just hopping on. I just literally said what I was doing at 9:30. Got in on this beautiful break of structure. I mean, it was like textbook beautiful. Basically, a giant, large daily candle, 5-minute candle hack. But we still were done in 3 minutes of 9:30 market open. You're welcome. You're welcome. So if you want to get started with the quiet money method, message me right after you join on the live stream. We can kind of go over what exactly you want to do, what direction you want to go in, and we can go from there. I am going to be doing this every single morning. And then I'm also going to be doing this. Yes. No, 13,000 in total. 13 accounts, $1,000 a piece. So 13,000 total. I'm using Apex as my broker. I'll go over Apex and like Top Step in the future, but right now they're already listed inside my community. Can I have the bot running on several charts at once? You only want it running on one. How do you open up multiple accounts? Whether you go with Top Step or Apex, Apex has about, and I go over this inside of the quiet money method and actually inside of the Firestorm indicators. I go over Apex inside the Firestorm indicators because it's a little more complex. And for beginners, I go over Top Step because Top Step is 5 accounts. It's very user-friendly, very good platform. And Top Step allows you to have 5 in total. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I suggest starting out with Top Step first. You're a beginner here. You want to get your bearings in with trading, not learning a complicated platform. You can move to the complicated platforms later on when you like understand. Welcome in. My camera is just, I don't like the way it's sitting. I have to get used to this. Okay, here we are. I'm wearing my extremely warm sweater today because it's the only one I have from Pennsylvania that keeps me very, very warm. I moved down to Florida and I got hit with 30-degree weather. Like, what is that? Welcome in. How do I file taxes? Don't ask me. Ask ChatGPT. I'm not an accountant. ChatGPT will guide you to the right direction. I don't have an LLC. I have an S Corp. Welcome in. Welcome in. But you can do LLCs. I know a lot of people that do it. It's just up to you, up to your accountant, up to how you want to do things. I know a lot of people are like, I don't have an accountant. Literally, you can go find an accountant on Google. Go to your local accountant. Go to H&R Block if you really have to. H&R Block is really awful. Are they even around? Now that I think about it, are they even around? But you want to just go to a local accountant that understands day trading and how they can help you. I had to go through a couple different accountants. My accountant is actually really great. He's local in Florida, and I think to do my taxes is like $200. However, I do have my own bookkeeping that I do myself. But just talk to an accountant. How much does one need to fund? You are not going to be funding your own futures account. The broker will be, and you will pass a challenge for them. So I go over that inside of the quiet money method. The quiet money method, I literally explain to you how the prop firm works and how you would pass a challenge, and then also how you would be able to open up your account after that. They give you a live account after you pass their little challenge. So for example, you would make $3,000 on a 50K account. And once you make $3,000, then you don't get to withdraw that. It's not your money. It's a demo practice. Then they give you a live account because now they know that, hey, you know how to trade and you can do this. So then you take that live account and you will trade that, scale down your risk a little bit more because you don't need to be crazy, and take your money, run, and every 5 days, as you have over $150 in profit, they will let you withdraw it on Top Step. Yep. I explain it inside of the quiet money method. It's super, like, it's not complicated. It's just super complicated to explain it on here. And I'm not going to log into all my accounts right now, but that is basically what I teach. Is I teach you futures, I teach you binary options, and I teach you how to leverage automated trading tools. So automated trading tools are inside of the quiet money method. They are not inside of the Firestorm indicators. So Firestorm indicators has no automation. It's all manual trading. If you want any type of automation and also leveraging manual trading, that's where the QMM method would come in better hands for you. Welcome in. But I think I'm done for the day. I really don't need to be here. Like I just told you, when I did this, and a lot of you were asking, like, oh, what's your trading day like? Y'all, my trading day was just 3 minutes long. I marked up my charts in 2 minutes, and you saw me mark up my chart in 2 minutes. I looked for a break of structure in the day, and I looked for a wick to be made on the other side of that daily candle, because we always talk about the 5-minute candle hack, and the 5-minute candle hack is always a 5-minute candle with a flat bottom or a flat top, making a wick on the other side halfway through. And that is what the daily candle was doing exactly. And I found that to be really, really cool. That was cool to see. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad. I used to do this every day for 4.5 months straight. Like, I have hundreds and thousands of client testimonials of people literally doing this with me inside of the Firestorm indicators community, and they loved it. They loved to see what I was doing. They loved to follow along with me, and they just had a blast. Exactly. We legally cannot, we can't help you pass the challenge. I could teach you my strategy so you could pass the challenge on your own, but I legally cannot tell you what to do like that. You learn the skill inside of quiet money method. Welcome in. Where's my music? I don't know. My music just didn't want to appear today. Hold on. One of you just messaged me and said you're not happy for 13K on the day. What do you mean I'm not happy? I am very happy. Just because I didn't flip my desk and throw things across the room like the men do whenever they win a trade doesn't mean I'm not happy. Women take wins much more quietly. Oh, yeah, it was such a meltdown today. It was beautiful. And that's because we didn't leave a wick on the other side. It's still going. We're probably going to melt down into this area right here, at least. The reason why is this is the next little area here. We kind of have a big gap here where trades didn't really necessarily get filled. Orders didn't get filled. And what goes up must come down. And that's what's happening here. It makes me laugh because when you listen to the news, they're like, the market is crashing today. And I'm like, y'all, it's a pullback. None of you are day traders. You're literally fear-mongering the entire media and everybody around the world, telling them the market's crashing, when literally, if you look at it from a technical analysis standpoint, it is literally just a pullback. And it's going to go back up anyway. What goes up must come down and then go back up again. That's what it does. It's true, though. So there's that. Where is that on? Probably the bottom of a daily candle. Yep. Where was I right? It was the bottom of a daily candle. Almost bottom body of a daily candle, leaving a wick. Probably going to come back down here, tap into this area. If it doesn't, that's fine. I mean, we already took our trade and ran, but it's kind of like a good example for you. That was probably right here. Just looking at market structure, candles. Wow, this trade looked super huge until this big meltdown happened. Like, that was massive. That was huge. Huge trade. I showed you here that I'm on micro NQ. So that is what you can use as well. Are we going to tap down there into that area? We'll probably tap down there, play around. However, it is 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. usually has like a big push moment, and then we just play around from there. Do a little reversal, 10:30 reversal. This is what happens when you look at the market. You will gain experience. You know, Raluca, when I literally go over like quotes all the time, and we saw this quote and it says, "It's not hard, it's new." And I literally want to make that my slogan for you all, because it's not hard. It's just new. Riding a bike, new. Driving a car, new. Doing a new job, new. Learning a menu as a waitress, new. Multiple things are new. Whether you want to believe it or not, affiliate marketing to all these people is new. It is hard in a sense, but it's not hard because you just started and it's just not for you. No, you just learned it. It is new to you. Like, suck it up, Cupcake, and grow up. We are all adults. We are not kids. We're not throwing a temper tantrum because it didn't work in a week. We are going through a new phase in life. And that's how I felt when I was demoing for 3 months homeless, still working 3 jobs. 3 jobs I was working. And I was still in demo. You want to know how agonizingly painful that was? But it needed to happen. I needed to learn. Doctors go to school for years in order to be a doctor. That's new to them. They got to learn their skill. They got to learn their trade. And I literally make more than a doctor, and I didn't have to go to school. And I had 5 kids in the process of it. And I stayed at home the whole time, being my introvert girly self. So pick yourself back up, girlfriend. Know that life is hard. We were built for survival mode. It sucks. It really does. But in order to get out of it, we have to move forward. We can't wallow in how we feel. We can't stay there. It's not going to help us. It's just going to push us farther into the commiserating realm. That's what I always say about like groups of people. I see them all get into these groups inside communities, and they're like, I don't like this person, and I don't like that person. That's not helping me, and they're not helping me, and they're not in my inbox, and they don't answer me every day, and they're not here for me. And it's like, girlfriend, take a step back and look at yourself. I see these affiliate marketing groups just bash each other all together, and they're like, meh. And I'm like, y'all, I'm going to take you all individually and go over all of your flaws and then let you know that it's your fault and not the creators. It's your fault for being so hard on yourself. It's your fault for giving yourself high expectations and thinking everything's going to just be instant gratification. And you have to take a step back and realize, I am learning a skill. It is not hard. It is new. It is new. So that's why I always say, like, stay to yourself in a way, because you need to work on you, not listen to somebody else commiserating about themselves to you, so then you can commiserate and then feel like you're leaning on each other. And guess what? No one else is going to lean back up. If that person's not leaning back up and you're not leaning back up and you're not giving each other good advice, like, hey, maybe we should be accountability partners and work together. You see how they come back up together? But no, when you say, I don't like this and I don't like that and I don't like this and I don't like that, and you're going back and forth with each other and you're going back and forth over a skill that you should be learning instead of commiserating, that is not going to help you become successful. I know, because I was that girl 9 years ago. I had a group of friends where we would complain about everything. And then I realized, you are the 5 people you hang out around. Who do you want to hang out around? You want to hang out around your mentors, or do you want to hang out around people that are constantly always going to commiserate with you? And yes, feed your feelings, but also feed your feelings to an extent of not ever teaching you to grow. So you have to remember that. It will be your way out. It will be your way out if you stay accountable to yourself and if you understand that it is new and it's okay that it's new. Your job is new. Your miserable job that you hate, new. Driving a bike, new. Learning how to read, new. Becoming a doctor, new. You got to be in school for years in order to get anywhere. Driving a car, you have a learning permit for 6 months to a year before you ever get your driver's license. Why do you think that is? You have to learn, girlfriend. Learn. So I love you so much. And I want to let you know that I'm saying this from the sweetest, tough love and letting you know that I am not here to bash you. I'm here to give you a wake-up call because I was that girly and I delayed my success for so long because I was just commiserating. And I'm not saying anybody specific here is commiserating. I see it from all these communities out there, and not in my circle, in all these communities out there. I see everyone just commiserating. And then they create other courses to bash each other. So many people came to me and they're like, there's 3 other courses that are about trading. I'm like, cool. Have fun. I don't care. I do not care. I know what I teach. I know what I do. I know what I provide. And I love what I do. I'm not here to have a competition on whose course is better. I'm here to teach a skill set. I'm not here to teach you everything about day trading so then you feel overwhelmed and you don't know what strategy to use because I taught you every single candlestick pattern, every single support and resistance zone in the book. That's called overstimulating, and that is called literally information overload. All these courses will literally put in there all this information, and guess where it gets you? Right where you are, because you are overwhelmed. I don't give you crazy amounts of information. Is it because I'm depriving you? No, it's because I don't use it. It's useless to me. So I show you the simplicity. I show you what I know, what I stick to, and I put my blinders on like that racehorse does, and I go straight forward, and I don't go back. And that's what I do. I don't look at anybody else. I don't look at anything else. I look at what's in front of me, what I learned, and that's what I put in the QMM. And that's what I put in the Firestorm. So sorry for making this talk for so long, but it was really on my heart, and I hear it all the time. And I think that these are things that need to be said and addressed because us girls, us women, we tend to get into the drama loop. We all know that. We can get into the drama loop forever. The only person that's going to get you out of that drama loop and get you moving full steam ahead is you. Nobody else is going to help you. Unless you have a good friend that puts you in your place like Cindy. And also, I have for Luca that even will be like, we have to steer back. And Cindy does the same thing to me. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. And that's the kind of friends I want in my life. I want people that bring positivity. I want people that bring, hey, we're going off on a tangent. Let's come back. Let's come back to where we are. Not, hey, let's continue down this road for the next 6 months and blame everybody else but ourselves. No. That doesn't help. And that doesn't make us successful. We talk about that more in episode 5 as well. Exactly. Let's come back. Let's get back to reality. You know, literally, Reluca sent me, I had a moment the other day, and I just like, Reluca messaged me. She's like, you okay? Just out of nowhere. And I was like, I'm just going through something. And I told her. And within 5 minutes, this girl instantly like sends me this song and was like, circling back to you're successful and everything's great. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. It's just my mind trying to play tricks on me. It's my mind trying to push me in a direction that's no longer there. And, you know, coming from a really struggling point, it's difficult for me to see success because I see success and I am having tons of success. But in order for me to live embodying that entire thing, it was hard because I came from broke, nothing, homeless, and I was basically partially adopted. Didn't know who my father was. My mom didn't care about me. I had a restraining order on my mom at 18. I was literally raising my siblings since I was 6 years old. I went from the rock bottom depths of the worst situation. And seeing myself successful today is sometimes unsettling. And I have to work on mindset day in and day out. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You have to work on mindset forever. So make a U-turn when safe. Yeah, exactly. 3 minutes, done for the day. I see people glued to their screens all day long like they have no life. I know a lot of people do this. I'm literally here just giving you a pep talk. I'm here giving you a pep talk at this point. If not, I would have been upstairs making myself an egg sandwich on sourdough and eating. But if I wasn't on my live stream, that's what I do. Welcome in. I love your positivity. Thank you so much, Survivor. Yeah, I guess you could say I was a survivor. I don't ever look at it that way, but I never gave up. And I always said to myself, God gave me this life, and he wouldn't have given me this exact life if he didn't think I could handle it. He knew. He knew I would go through it. He knew I would come out on top. But he also knew that there was a possibility where I wouldn't come back out on top, and that I would let the negative side get a hold of me. And that didn't work. I didn't give up. I didn't fall into the, oh, this is not for me. Oh, this won't work. Oh, I won't be able to do this. Oh, growing on social media is hard. Or, oh, day trading's hard. No. Katrina, we're not entertaining that thought. Not even in the slightest. We want to get out of our situation. We don't want to be living in the Red Roof parking lot or the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot forever. We're going to work and work and work, and God is going to provide us with a boat that we put together and get out of the storm. And that's where day trading came in. Day trading was my boat that I had to put together on my own. God said, here, I threw this in your path. You got to figure it out, though. You got to hold yourself accountable. And that's what I did. Rock bottom. So there's a little bit about me, and there's a little bit of my pep talk for the day. I am going to be getting off of here because I am done. So if you want to get the Quiet Money Method as a complete beginner, that's where I suggest you start. You want to go tap on the link in my bio, get started there. You'll go to the $4.97, learn a new skill today. Learn a new skill today. That means new, meaning completely beginner friendly. We go over this step by step with you. You scroll through this. You can read through it. There is an indicator that's coming into this week. So you will see that launched, and I will update this entire page. You can get started with as little as $100 in your account. Even with futures, you can get started with $89, and they give you a $50,000 funded account after you pass their challenge. I do explain the challenge part of it, and you do get a demo account to practice with first. So everything comes with a demo first before you ever invest anything live. There is no social media needed, no recruiting needed, step-by-step beginner-friendly videos. If you want to make 80% commission, you can. There is an automated trading robot inside. I like to say automated trading tool because it is a tool. And you will see client testimonials here. You're getting over $5,000 worth of value for $497 one time. You saw what I did today. You can see what I do day in and day out. There is Klarna and Afterpay for payment plans. So you could do $0 down, $45 a month if you want to, $43 a month, or whatever payment plan they decide to give you. Or you could just pay with your card and get started. You will instantly get an email to get into the Quiet Money Method. And then you will get into the classroom right here. That will go over everything you need to know. And if you get information overload, go to the welcome. You go right to the welcome. There's a video going over the entire community. Then there's step 1, step 2, step 3. We go over the easiest methods to trade to the harder methods to trade, then to the automated trading tool. And that runs like that for a reason. We teach you beginner, moderate, more advanced. And you take your time. You learn the skill. I still trade binary options. See, I was trading it last night. And I will be trading tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, binary options again. So you'll be able to see that. I trade futures in the morning, binary options at night. So I give you the best of both worlds here. And if you want to learn how exactly I do it, you would have to get the Quiet Money Method to go over it and get in and follow the step-by-step beginner training. So I will see you in the next one. I am super, super excited for tonight and to go over some more binary option stuff. And I'm so glad you were able to see this morning. I will be posting part of this replay in the beginning section inside of the futures module. So you're able to see what I did this morning to take the trade on futures and my little top-down analysis. I will start uploading more and more of those so you get to watch the replays. I do have it recorded. So I will see you in the next one tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome, Jen. You're welcome. I am so excited for you, and I hope you all have a blessed day.